Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we come.
And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Touch, 380. Check, 53. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Rush in, rush in. Rush in.
Now a give, right side. Carson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
53, check 53. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
On 2nd down and 4. Wilson dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Wilson being chased out left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Watch the screen. Watch it.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Le'Veon Bell kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one taken from the 7. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no... grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Check 180. Check tight, check tight, check tight. Check, crunch, crunch. One touch.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. A screen to Bell. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Check 53. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball? Check. Play out. Bam.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
380. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Wall, get wall. Whip. Watch the whip. Check. Lucky. Zebra.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
What? 280. 53. Mike. Focus, defense, focus. Hey, watch it.
On second down, it's Carson. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Check.
On third down, Wilson forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's get off the field, D.
First down, Mayfield. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 6-0 our score after 1. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. 54.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
Mayfield looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On first down, Carson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. This is Carson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Wilson now on third down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. First and 10. They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On second down now. It's Carson, and this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. Bad news, they didn't get it on second down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on third.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the first down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
He may try and run for this. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, it's Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And all the way out to the 35-yard line. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flush to his right. That's complete. It's Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's got some space here. There he goes left side. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
At the 29-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On the counter, here's Bell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Ziggy Ansah. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
Now Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Let's go. Regular. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Check 3. Check 31. Pistol. My time.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move. The ball into their territory.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Okay, double up.
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back them up halfway. Well, they're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Out of his end zone, Mayfield. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. 22 yards there, a first down.
57. Mike, 57.
First down.
Check nickel.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. A first down throw from Mayfield. That's taken in by Callaway. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Mayfield now, caught here by Bell. And he loses the football a second time. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower. That front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They've become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Hey, check, reload. 57. Come on. Right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. It got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Yeah, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here. Check.
Now Wilson. Buying time. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Well.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Dancing to his left. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run on 1st down. Bell. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll go again with Bell. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Bell running on 1st down, but he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. On first down, it's Bell, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Bell. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Browns on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it with Bell. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Cleveland, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, pull on the wrist, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, pull on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, pull on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, pull on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. He was lit. I gotta get it.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Wanna be famous, they LA they made us, you know I'm icy in Vegas. This for the haters, I make a lot. lot of new money, when it's not saving, you be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, please. I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist.
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk.